just to give a principal update and welcome everyone to our 2021-22 school year. And through our presentation, we're just going to talk about our campus system for a safe start to a new school year. So welcome back. We are super excited to start our school year. We anticipate a safe return for all of our Thunderbirds. And we are excited just to see all of our Thunderbirds back in the classroom with our teachers, having fun and having the opportunity for face-to-face learning. Tonight, we're going to talk about our new staff. We're going to talk about registration and enrollment. We're going to look at COVID precautions and protocols, students' social and emotional needs, Travis Heights instructional model, and how you can come and meet the teacher, and a call for our PTA members. So I'd like to introduce and meet some of our new staff that you'll see, Thunderbirds, around our campus. We have a new counselor, Raquel Brown, who will be joining us. Our new physical education teacher is Stephen Hemlin. Kaylee Canizo is a familiar face that was on campus, and she's returning to us. And we also have a new librarian by the name of Debbie Harris that will be joining our team. Alongside, we have Amy Bollinger, who is a new addition to our kindergarten team. Ariel Ibarra, who is our 4th grade teacher, who was also a TA that was helping long-term here last year. We have Meredith Chapman, who will be joining our 3rd grade team. And we have Tim Mercer, who will be joining our 5th grade dual language team in 5th grade. And now to present our amazing assistant principal, we have Samantha Barrett. And Samantha is starting her 16th year here with us. She has had 13 years in education, 3 years as, this is her 3rd year as an assistant principal. So she's an experienced principal coming to us from Barrett. Just what our school has to offer, that hidden gem within the rolling hills of Travis Heights is what has attracted Ms. Barrett to our campus. And so we're extremely fortunate to have her work here with us so that we can continue the student success that we have at Travis Heights Elementary. She is bilingual, and that is a huge plus so that we're able to reach all of our families to the best of our ability. So today, Ms. Barrett will be translating for us. And just to give her just a few minutes, just to introduce yourself and just share anything that you'd like, Ms. Barrett, take it away.
Hi, everyone. Hola a todos. I am very, very excited to be joining the Travis Heights family. Like Ms. Navarro said, I'll be starting my 13th year as an assistant principal, and one of the main, many things attracted me to make the transition to Travis Heights, but one of the main things was its community, very diverse community, and dual language. I wanted to be part of the dual language program. So I'm just very excited to work with every one of you to continue to develop our Thunderbirds and continue the great work that's already being done at Travis Heights. Muy buenas tardes a todos. Estoy muy contenta de unirme a la familia de Travis Heights. Estoy empezando mi 3er año como subdirectora y es mi 16º año como educadora en educación pública, y algo que me atrajo mucho a la comunidad de Travis Heights es su comunidad muy diversa, su programa dual y todo el gran trabajo que ya se está haciendo en Travis Heights, y pues ahora estoy encantada de ser parte de ella y encantada de conocerlos a ustedes y a sus familias.
Thank you, Ms. Barrett. All right, so just to kind of hit on some key points for our registration and enrollment. Right now, this is our current enrollment. We have potentially 351 students who have enrolled. So we are doing a big push and a call for parents. If you have not registered your child, to please register your child ASAP. As you can see, the numbers that we have, we typically range anywhere between 500 and 510 kids. This can impact our enrollment. So it is crucial that if you have neighbors, if you have friends within your close distance and where you're living, please remind them every year this is something that we have to do. You have to register your child. And so we are asking that families, please, if you have not done so, to do that, because this will impact our funding. This will impact our potential allocations for Title I funding and teacher allocations. As of right now, we had approximately 75 families that were planning to do virtual. And after the announcement of yesterday, we, after contacting and speaking to many of those families, we now have around 59 applicants. And I think tonight is the deadline, I believe, to decide if they're going to decline or accept. And I think that many parents were waiting for this update to finally make some decisions for what's best for their family.
Aquí son los números de registros actuales en la escuela. Tenemos 351 estudiantes ahorita, pero hay muchos que nos faltan por registrarse. Entonces, si ustedes ya metieron alguno del papeleo para registrarse, pero no lo han completado, todavía no están contados como, sus hijos todavía no están contados como registrados. Entonces, les pedimos que por favor terminen el proceso de matriculación para que ya los podamos poner en una lista, en una clase. Esto es muy importante porque así se deciden muchas cosas en la escuela, ¿verdad? El número de niños en cada clase, las clases, y entonces los animamos a los papás que si no han empezado a registrar a sus hijos, que ya lo hagan, y que si ya empezaron el proceso, que lo terminen por favor en cuanto antes. Hasta ahorita tenemos 59 aplicantes virtuales. Este número bajó. Originalmente se habían registrado 74 estudiantes, pero con el mandato del cubrebocas que el distrito pasó ayer, muchos de los papás cambiaron de opinión y ahora han decidido a venir a clases presenciales. Pero ahorita tenemos a 59 candidatos virtuales.
So the registration process is pretty simple. You go to portal.austin.org and you're able to go through the portal, register your child, and there's a series of questions. If you need help, please come to the campus and we will assist you either with a paper copy or with the digital format. But the numbers are listed, 512-414-4495, and that is the Travis Heights Elementary phone number. If you need the family support line for AISD, that number is 512-414-9187. Miss Gio is here to help and assist to the best of our ability. And so please drop on by if you have not yet registered and if you need assistance.
Sí, el proceso de inscripción es muy fácil. Pueden ir al sitio del portal de Austin ISD, que es portal.austinisd.org, y ahí pueden inscribir a su niño para regresar el año escolar, ¿verdad? Si no lo han hecho, si nunca lo han hecho en línea, deben crear una cuenta a través del portal del distrito para registrarse. En la oficina de Travis Heights también pueden ir a la oficina y ahí Miss Gio los va a ayudar. Pueden llenar los papeles también si gustan. Si necesitan ayuda, aquí está el número 512-414-4495, es el número de la oficina de Travis Heights, y también ahí está el número del distrito, 414-9187, es la línea de apoyo familiar.
Perfect. Safety protocols. So I know many of you have seen the important information that AISD has issued. And so in accordance to what we're trying to do, this is how we've been able to merge to create a safe environment here at Travis Heights. We are, with the mandate being in place after last night's board meeting, masks are required in all district facilities. Plexiglass has been installed in all classrooms. This is something that last year we were able to request, and I asked that all classrooms would be plexiglassed. HEPA air filters in all classrooms, special areas, and library. This was definitely made possible with the help of the PTA. PTA spent anywhere between $6,000 to $8,000 so that last year our teachers were safe here at Travis Heights and the children that attended. And so this year we were able to get 30 more, and AISD was able to provide those for us. The PTA will be buying air filters for us so that we can continue using those. We are going to use the 30 additional filters to place in larger areas. So for example, the gym, we're going to put up to 3 in there. Hallways, we're going to put them in the hallways so that we can do practice safe social distancing and allow for there to be filtration within the building in areas where we can. Additional filters, like I said, will be installed in hallways. We will continue to request for PPE, and I appreciate parents and families who have donated extra PPE, because that has gone a long way for all of us. We're going to promote frequent hand washing, and social distancing is encouraged of at least 3 to 6 feet. And again, that is when it's feasible, and we are trying to promote that in all areas of the campus where space is allocated.
Vamos a repasar los protocolos de seguridad que estamos siguiendo en Travis Heights para mantener a nuestros estudiantes y a todo nuestro personal seguro. Los cubrebocas son ahora, desde que ayer el distrito lo aprobó, los cubrebocas son obligatorios en todas las instalaciones del distrito. Se ha instalado plexiglas en todos los salones de clase, filtros de aire HEPA en todos los salones de clase, incluyendo las áreas especiales como el gimnasio, la biblioteca, salones de música y de arte. Y esos salones que son más grandes tienen dos filtros de aire. Y ahora el distrito nos está mandando 30 filtros adicionales, y esos se van a colocar en diferentes áreas de la escuela, como los pasillos, y en otras áreas que por el momento no tienen filtro. El distrito seguirá proporcionando el equipo de protección personal. Lavado de manos frecuente, se va a seguir recordando a los estudiantes antes de comer, después de comer, y en diferentes, después del recreo, cuando vienen de afuera, y en diferentes ocasiones durante el día escolar. Y se fomenta el distanciamiento social de al menos 3 a 6 pies.
We will continue having breakfast in the classroom. It has been a big push, and we are going to do lunch in the classroom. So we have reorganized to make this possible. We will limit visitors. No visitors will be allowed at lunch. Teachers will use outdoor learning spaces as much as possible. Learning locales, area entries, and exits specific for grade levels for arrival and dismissal. We will have seating charts in all classrooms, and they will be implemented throughout the school, so that in fact, we have to do any contact tracing that is, that's a system that will help us and allow us to be able to do that. Parents will be informed of positive cases on campus, and we will continue contact tracing and informing our community when there has been a positive case on campus.
Continuamos con los protocolos de seguridad. El desayuno y la comida se servirá en los salones. Las visitas se van a limitar a se van a limitar con ciertas circunstancias, ¿verdad? Que tienen que ser aprobadas. Por ejemplo, los visitantes no se van a permitir durante el almuerzo o el desayuno. Se les seguirá a los maestros, se les va a alentar o motivar que utilicen los espacios de aprendizaje al aire libre en cuanto lo más que puedan. Los locales de aprendizaje, estas son áreas, entradas y salidas específicas para el nivel de grado, para evitar mezclar a muchos niños, por ejemplo, en los pasillos. Entonces se va a organizar locales de aprendizaje para separar a los grupos de grado, por ejemplo. Entonces se va a organizar de dónde los estudiantes pueden entrar y salir y en qué dirección caminar en los pasillos. También se van a implementar plan de asientos asignados en todas las clases, y a los padres se les seguirá informando si hay casos positivos en la escuela. También se va a hacer rastreo de contactos en caso de que hay un caso positivo en la escuela.
Our safety protocols, Travis Heights is a community-led in-district charter with a rich history since being established for over 80 years. And so we have a unique physical campus structure that poses some challenges. And so one of the ways that we are going to support our eclectic nature of our building with arrival and dismissal is now the second part of what it's going to look like for arrival. The campus will be divided into 6 earning locales based on the student grade level. Each location is color coded, and social distancing dots will be placed along the walkways outside and inside the campus for students to easily identify the paths that they will take when they are going to the respective learning. So this is very much like last year. If you attended, you would see that there are markers outside. And so this is what it's going to look like. There's going to be color coding. And if you're able to come and meet the teacher, we'll have this color coding system up so you'll be able to identify which door you will be dropping off your child. If you are coming through the car line, we'll be able to discuss what that's going to look like as well, and we'll prepare you for the transitioning for arrival in the mornings at Travis Heights.
La escuela Travis Heights es un charter del distrito dirigido por la comunidad que tiene una historia muy colorida de que va hacia hace más de 80 años, pero también por la estructura física y cómo está construida. Esto también presenta muchos desafíos para que nosotros podamos mantener a todo el personal, los estudiantes y los visitantes seguros durante esta pandemia, ¿verdad? Entonces, por eso es que hemos organizado y hemos dividido el campus o la escuela en 6 localidades de aprendizaje. El campus está y basados en el nivel de los estudiantes. Entonces, como pueden ver aquí, son los diferentes colores. Les vamos a enseñar un mapa que va a mostrar estos colores y, por ejemplo, el verde es pre-kinder y kinder, el rojo es primero y segundo, y así lo pueden ver ustedes los colores. Entonces, ahorita vamos a presentarles el mapa para que ustedes puedan ver que cada lugar está codificado y los puntos de distanciamiento social también se van a colocar a lo largo de todos los pasillos, fuera y dentro de la escuela, para que los estudiantes puedan identificar fácilmente los caminos que pueden tomar para ir y venir a su respectivo lugar de aprendizaje.
Perfect, thank you. So as you can see on the site plan, we will have pre-K and kinder entering through the chicken coop doors. And we're gonna start from right to left. You will, parents will bring their children, or they will drop off from the car line. And if you're in pre-K and kinder, this will be the door that you access. And then that will be the hallway where the kids will enter into and go into their designated areas. For first grade, you will enter in the doors with the cafeteria, and students will wait there for morning arrival until teachers are on duty at 7:30. For the main entrance, we will have 5th, 3rd, and 2nd. So 3rd will enter and go to the left, 2nd will go straight down the hallway, and 5th will use the inside and go out to the exterior doors to be able to go to the gym, because they are going to be housed in the gym because the hallway in the 5th grade area is not large enough. And in order to social distance, we are going to house our kiddos in there until teachers are able to start their duty day. 4th grade will enter through the annex doors, and they there will be meted and greeted with staff holding them, as opposed to us meeting in the cafeteria and all of us housed in the gym. This is a way of keeping our pods separate. And you can also see pre-K3 will be entering straight into the portable. So if you're a pre-K3 parent, you will take them directly to their portable, drop them off. And again, adults, only faculty and staff will be allowed in the building. For arrival and dismissal, we are asking parents to familiarize yourself with this map so that you feel confident and comfortable. You can see that our health room is still located in the office. However, we do have to have a staging room, and this is for any student that might be showing symptoms or that we may have concerns with. And that's just an area that we can have them until we're able to reach contact with their parents.
Este mapa nos enseña dónde van en las localidades de aprendizaje que estábamos hablando y las entradas para cada grado. Entonces, si empezamos en Prekinder 3, ellos están en el portable y entonces 3A y 3B que se ve ahí en el mapa. Entonces, ellos, si usted tiene un niño en Prekinder 3, lo va a ir a dejar directamente ahí en la mañana. Prekinder 4 y Kinder están en el mapa en verde y ellos van a entrar por donde estaba la casita de gallinas y ellos van a entrar por esas puertas y ahí los van a recibir las maestras. Después, primero y segundo van a entrar por las puertas de la cafetería. Cuarto va a entrar en el edificio donde está cuarto, que le decimos el annex. Ellos van a estar, y ahí también se ve indicado en el mapa donde, por las puertas que va a estar cuarto grado. Después tercero van a entrar por la puerta principal. Y quinto van a dirigirse hacia el gimnasio.
Again, this is just an aerial view of what the locations look like. We're trying to spread out. We are trying to have designated doors so we don't have a large group of students entering the building and using one entryway into the building. So we are hoping that or ensuring that we'll have the capacity of faculty and staff to help with monitoring and helping children get to where they need to go. Our first week of school, typically teachers are all on duty, and so they will be able to go directly into their classrooms until we're able to set up systems in place to help support kids to get where they need to go.
Esta es otra vista de las diferentes áreas o localidades de aprendizaje de las cuales estamos hablando, donde se van a separar los diferentes grados para minimizar que se mezclen muchos niños, ¿verdad? En las áreas. Entonces los queremos mantener separados en lo que más podamos para otra vez, porque estamos hablando de la seguridad de salud, ¿verdad? Y como dijo Ms. Navarro, estamos contando, tenemos el personal adecuado, nos hemos dividido y hemos trabajado mucho en la organización para asegurarnos que cada grupo de estudiantes está monitoreado por un miembro de nuestro personal cuando lleguen en las mañanas. Y normalmente la primera semana de escuela las maestras están aquí bien temprano, antes de cuando deben de estar, pero ya después su entrada en realidad de las maestras es a las 7:30. Entonces, sí hemos trabajado con otro personal que llega a las 7 para asegurarnos de que cada área está monitoreada por una persona un adulto.
And we'll still be utilizing our radio system for car riders for dismissal in the afternoons. There are 3 distinct types of arrivals and departures. We have walkers, we have bus riders, and we have car riders. We will welcome all students at the point of exiting transportation and direct students to their designated interest. We'll remind families to self-screen prior to school. So bus riders will be directed from the proper grade level station following the sidewalk markers. Car riders will exit the car. They'll be directed to the proper grade level and they will continue following the sidewalk markers that are spaced at least 6 feet apart. Walkers will report directly to their grade level learning location checkpoint, and staff from each learning location will be at each entry point to help direct students into the building.
Y estos son seguimos con los procedimientos de llegada y salida de la escuela. Y hay 3 tipos de llegada y salida dependiendo de cómo su estudiante llega a la escuela o es recogido de la escuela. Los 3 tipos son los niños que caminan a la escuela, los que se van en el autobús y los pasajeros de automóvil o de carro. Okay, damos la bienvenida. Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. Thank you, Mr. Haas. Damos la bienvenida a todos los estudiantes en el punto de salida del transporte y se dirige al estudiante a su entrada designada. Y recordamos a las familias que, y les pido una disculpa porque también mis niños están aquí, recordamos a las familias que se chequen su salud antes de ir a la escuela. Ya no vamos a estar usando la aplicación del teléfono que les daba la palomita verde, pero sí les pedimos que se aseguren de que todos están bien de salud antes de dirigirse a la escuela. Los pasajeros del autobús se dirigirán a la estación del nivel de grado apropiado, siguiendo las marcas que están en la banqueta de distanciamiento social. Después los niños que vienen en carro, también los vamos a recibir y los vamos a dirigir a su localidad apropiada dependiendo de en qué nivel de grado. Y los que vienen caminando se van a ir directamente a su área con su grado.
Arrival and dismissal. Students will wait in their designated spots before school begins. Each class is separated and students are assigned places to reduce contact. So if that is throughout the hallway, there will be a designated space where teachers will explain to the students where they will sit, and we will have assigned seating. Pre-K students will go directly to their portable. Pre-K 4, they will wait and mark spaces outside of their classroom. Kinder students will go directly to their classroom. First grade students will have designated tables in the cafeteria. Students in second grade will wait in their marked spaces in the main hallway. Third grade students will wait in marked spaces outside their classroom, and the same is true for fourth grade. Fifth grade students will go to the gym, and that is just because they're much older, they're larger in size, to be frankly honest, and we cannot cram them all in the fifth grade hallway. There's just logistically not enough room. And in the fifth grade, putting them in the gym is the safest thing that we can do by clustering them. And again, we're going to have 3 or 4 air purifiers in there, the HEPA filters. So we're hoping with the open doors, with the added precautions, seating arrangements, that will definitely create a safer space as opposed to everyone piled in a small cramped hallway.
Un poquito más de información sobre la llegada y la salida de la escuela. Los estudiantes esperarán, cuando lleguen a la escuela, ellos esperarán en los lugares designados antes de comenzar las clases. Cada clase se separa y se asignan lugares a los estudiantes para reducir el contacto. Los estudiantes de Prekinder 3 van a ir directamente al salón portable. Los estudiantes de Prekinder 4 van a esperar en los espacios marcados afuera de sus salones de clase. Los estudiantes de Kinder también van a ir directamente a su salón de clase. Los estudiantes de primero van a entrar por la cafetería, como les habíamos dicho, y van a tener lugares asignados en las mesas de la cafetería. Los estudiantes de segundo van a esperar en el pasillo y también van a tener lugares marcados donde se van a sentar. Los de tercero y cuarto también, dependiendo de su localidad de aprendizaje, van a esperar afuera de sus salones de clase en los espacios marcados, y los estudiantes de quinto esperarán en el gimnasio.
This will be our kindergarten entrance where kinder and pre-K4 will enter. You can see that we'll have the spacing in between with the colored dots. We will have hand sanitizers, masks upon entrance, and as you enter the building and move to the class in the waiting area, you'll sit in your assigned seating, which teachers will be able to explain to the kids how they will come in the morning. Now, school starts, our doors open at 7:10. And so I am encouraging everyone, by 7:30 is when teachers come on to contract, and they'll be able to accept children into their classroom because they're there. So I am encouraging parents to send your child and not wait till 7:40. 7:41, you're considered tardy. But if you can get here and come at a decent time, will avoid a lot of the traffic jams and clustering of kids in close proximity. So if we can spread that out, like I said, we will be here at 7:10 with our doors open, and at 7:30, kids are accepted into the classroom. So even getting here at 7:30 is a lot better than showing up at 7:41, 7:45, because that creates a traffic jam for everyone.
Aquí es un ejemplo de la entrada de kinder. Como pueden ver, va a haber, mostramos la entrada. En cada entrada va a haber un desinfectante de manos, va a haber cubrebocas disponibles para los estudiantes y van a entrar en el edificio y pasar a la zona de espera de la clase y sentarse en su lugar asignado. Les recordamos a los padres que nuestras puertas abren a las 7:10 de la mañana y los estudiantes las maestras entran a las 7:30. Entonces a las 7:30 ya todos los estudiantes pasan a sus salones de clases, empieza a servir el desayuno y ya empieza el día escolar. Les pedimos por favor que sean puntuales para evitar para evitar que lleguen tarde y evitar el tumulto, todos llegando a la misma vez. Entonces, como tienen un rango desde las 7:10 que se abren las puertas a las 7:30 que ya empiezan los estudiantes ya entran a sus salones de clase. Entonces, sí les pedimos que sean puntuales.
This is another example of the main entrance where you can see fourth grade going to the direction they need to. Third grade will enter the building and go to their left. First and second will go into the cafeteria doors, and then second will go down the hallway. And you can see as they enter the health locale, stations will be available. There will be a designated hand sanitizer and mask opportunity. So if you forget your masks in the morning, we will be able to offer and provide with masks that fit the kids, because there are children's masks that we have. And as you're entering the building, you're moving to the class area again where your child will be assigned. And there will be a teacher, a TA, there will be staff, and they're in the morning that do have morning duty that are there to support. And that's we cycle through teachers because teachers officially do not start till 7:30. We do have teachers that volunteer, and we cycle through every week so that we can have coverage in the morning, so that we're able to open safely and monitor our kids starting at 7:10.
Aquí muestra nuestra entrada principal y las flechas de diferentes colores solo muestran, por ejemplo, si los estudiantes de cuarto se van a dirigir a su localidad de aprendizaje, y cada uno, los de primero y segundo, entran por la cafetería. Entonces eso es lo que está mostrando la flecha. Y otra vez tenemos en cada entrada vamos a tener el desinfectante de manos, cubrebocas que son para niños, y en cada puerta va a haber un miembro de nuestro personal dándole la bienvenida a sus estudiantes y asegurándonos que se dirijan a donde deben de ir. Las maestras entran a las 7:30, pero sí están en un plan de rotación que se van a turnar cada semana para asegurarnos que tenemos al personal necesario para asegurarnos de que nuestros estudiantes los estamos monitoreando y que todo esté bien.
We are definitely going to focus on our social and emotional needs of all our students. We are going to continue definitely supporting our SEL and cultural proficiency and inclusiveness. And that is built within our academic curriculum, and including 3 signature SEL practices: a welcoming ritual, and engagement strategies, brain breaks, and optimistic closings. These are all things that will be layered throughout the day and throughout our lessons. Professional school counseling, creating safe, supportive, inclusive learning environments is definitely a top priority for us. And we will have our counseling staff on hand to help and support with our needs of our students. We'll be doing check-ins. We will definitely making sure that our counseling and SEL is aligned to lessons and resources, and that our teachers have the resources necessary to help with our students with coping, with learning the levels of anxiety that this trauma has brought for our students, and welcoming and making sure that our students feel that as they belong. We have tools for academic success. We are going to continue with our blending learning and supporting for scheduling and structures to really provide that small group, one-to-one, specialized, personalized, individualized instruction for your Thunderbird.
El aprendizaje social y emocional es muy importante, y especialmente en estos tiempos que muchos de nuestros niños pues han tenido diferentes experiencias con esta pandemia. Entonces, nuestro enfoque seguirá también en las necesidades sociales y emocionales de nuestros estudiantes. Este currículum está incorporado en el currículum académico y incluye 3 prácticas: el ritual de bienvenida o el saludo, estrategias para mantener a nuestros niños enfocados y en las lecciones y entusiasmados por aprender, y el cierre optimista. También todos los estudiantes tendrán acceso a nuestra consejera para crear, y nuestras consejeras están comprometidas a crear entornos de aprendizaje seguros, solidarios e inclusivos, y pues todos en la escuela. Los siguientes servicios están disponibles para nuestros estudiantes: check-ins con la consejera para cada estudiante, ya sea virtual o presencial, lecciones y recursos de asesoramiento y alineados con nuestro currículum social y emocional. Y los temas comunes incluyen habilidades de afrontamiento, pertenencia, herramientas para el éxito académico y el apoyo a aprendizaje combinado para la estructura.
Breakfast and lunch. So we've already done for the past few years, breakfast in the cafeteria, breakfast in the classroom. That will continue. Lunch will also, we've made arrangements in our schedule for coverage to be able to support lunch in the classroom. Breakfast will be delivered. Lunch will be picked up from the cafeteria. Teachers will definitely continue to take safety precautions, putting on gloves to distribute students meals at their desks. Teachers will circulate so that each students are able to place their trash in the trash can and outside in the hallways for our custodial staff to pick up. Students will remain at their desks, and it will be a great way for our friends to connect with one another, and when plausible to have possibility of being outside to eat, that will always be something that is promoted and encouraged to the teachers.
El almuerzo y el desayuno, o el desayuno y después el almuerzo, se servirán en los salones de clase. El desayuno se va a entregar a cada salón en las mañanas, y el almuerzo se va a recoger por los estudiantes en la cafetería. Los maestros van a seguir protocolos de seguridad de salud, como usar guantes, y cuando distribuyen la comida a cada estudiante en su escritorio. El maestro o una persona un miembro de nuestro personal va a monitorear a las clases mientras comen en sus salones. Esta persona del personal va a circular a cada estudiante para recoger la basura y la dispone afuera del pasillo. Los alumnos van a permanecer en sus asientos mientras que comen, y esta va a ser una gran manera para conectarse con sus amigos.
Our instructional model is definitely going to be personalized learning, including the following: in-person direct instruction. Student and teachers will set learning goals together, will closely progress monitor, ensure progress towards personalized goals, instruction of high leverage TEKs essential to the success of each of our grade levels, targeting, tutoring, increasing in small group instruction, one-to-one time with the teacher, continuation of study of the child study team to focus on student success, and the continuation of supporting our 4 pillars as our whole child, our multicultural learning, our project-based learning, and blended learning. Those are all still major components that we've blended into the Travis Heights learning experience.
Nuestro plan de aprendizaje va a ser un aprendizaje personalizado que incluye la instrucción directa en persona, metas establecidas por el estudiante y su maestro, monitoreado, vamos a monitorear muy cuidadosamente y el progreso de cada estudiante para asegurarnos que están progresando en sus metas de aprendizaje personalizadas. La instrucción de los TEKs, que es el currículum de Texas que seguimos, de alto nivel. Esto es esencial para el éxito en cada nivel de grado. Va a haber tutorías específicas para cada estudiante y estas se van a ofrecer ya sea durante el día escolar o va a haber oportunidades para después de escuela también. El aumento de instrucción en grupos pequeños y del tiempo individual con el profesor. Y la continuación del equipo de estudio del niño, que es un comité donde vemos cómo está progresando cada estudiante. Y continuaremos con los 4 pilares de Travis Heights, que es aprendizaje al niño entero, el aprendizaje multicultural y el aprendizaje basado en proyectos y el aprendizaje combinado.
When we look at our model for Travis Heights, we want to offer the most exceptional learning opportunities during the school and after school. So we are able to provide prime time enrichment, which we're going to look to see how we're going to be able to support that and roll that out. But that is offered to us this year, and I have accepted it. And we'll discuss moving forward how we'll be able to provide that in a safe environment. Extended care, which is one of our after-school childcare programs, will be returning. Creative action and its arts will be once again at our campus, and Clubhouse Cadets. This is a program daycare for children 18 months through 4 years of age, which many of our faculty and staff utilize alongside many district employees. And one last thing, we will also be providing Side-by-Side Kids, which is a free after-school childcare program for any parents that are interested. We can give more information on that.
Nuestro plan de aprendizaje en Travis Heights ofrece muchas oportunidades excepcionales durante la escuela y también después de escuela. Y estos son algunos de los programas que ofrecemos, que es Prime Time Enrichment, Extended Care, Creative Action, y Clubhouse Cadets es una guardería para niños de 18 meses a 4 años.
Classroom layout. So our teachers will begin to design layouts in order to provide enriching learning opportunities while maintaining student safety. Classrooms will include spaces for engaging centers and hands-on learning. Students and staff will wear masks at all time. Teachers will include time for hand washing, cleaning at transitions to and from the classroom. Teachers and students will disinfect classrooms before and after lunch and at the end of the day. And students' workspaces will be separated with plexiglass as possible and appropriate.
Los profesores diseñarán la distribución de las clases para ofrecer oportunidades de aprendizaje enriquecedoras y mantener la seguridad de los alumnos. Entonces, nuestros salones de clase incluirán espacios para centros atractivos, que son centros donde se hacen manualidades y de aprendizaje práctico. Los estudiantes también llevarán cubrebocas en todo momento. Los profesores incluirán tiempo para lavarse las manos y limpiarse en las transiciones hacia y después cuando van al salón y desde el salón. Los maestros y los estudiantes van a desinfectar los salones de clase antes y después del almuerzo y del desayuno y al final del día. Y los espacios de trabajo de los estudiantes estarán separados con plexiglas en la medida de lo que es posible y apropiado.
This is an example of a classroom that is suited with plexiglass. As you can see, it is adhered to the tables. They are not just the standalone. And if you can see where we are trying to use those 3 feet and incorporate 6 feet, that's where it's feasible. You can see that masks are required in all areas. Plexi shields are available and will be set up in each classroom. We are open, organized spaces, and we will have routines for cleaning and disinfecting our areas each and every day.
Este es un ejemplo de un salón de clases y como pueden ver, el plexiglass está seguro en los escritorios, no es algo que se puede mover, es permanente. Y pueden ver que las mesas sí están distanciadas, separadas para poder alcanzar ese distanciamiento social de 3 a 6 pies. Tendremos la rutina de limpieza y para desinfectar y pues se ve muy organizado este salón.
Our teachers have been hard at work. This is another example of what a classroom might appear to look like. These are rounded tables, but there are plexiglass where it is divided up, and you can see there's a table back there with students. And again, we have a variety of furniture that we've pieced together so that, again, the students have that flexible seating. The shields are up there so that they have access to their learning environments. And again, we will establish a routine of cleaning and disinfecting. And again, all masks are required in all areas of the school.
Y este es otro ejemplo de un salón de clases. Como pueden ver, las mesas aquí son redondas, pero como quiera tienen el plexiglass que separa la mesa en 4 espacios para los estudiantes. Y hay espacio entre las diferentes mesas.
We have 2 new additional playgrounds. We have the playground, the smaller playground that has just been installed. And currently for our larger playground, that is still being worked on, but our fingers are crossed that that'll be up and running before school starts.
Tenemos 2 parques de recreo en la escuela y hay uno de ellos que ahorita lo están instalando y esperemos que esté listo para el primer día de clases.
Meet the Teacher will be on Monday, August 16th from 1:30 to 3:30. Teachers will be reaching out to you, and we are thinking we will be allowing parents into the building so that you're able to see where the classroom is, so that you are able to see who the teacher is. Again, there may be some staggering, so wait for more details from your teacher. I know we had previously said not to bring your school supplies. However, if you need to bring them that day, then you are more than welcome to. With new guidelines being issued and being allowed some more flexibility, things are changing by the minute. And so we are trying to give you the most up-to-date information. And if you have any questions, feel free. Your teacher will be reaching out to you. So jot those questions down. So when you get the phone call, they're able to help support you to the best of their ability.
Los invitamos a conocer a la maestra el lunes 16 de agosto de la 1:30 a las 3:30. Los padres y los estudiantes sí podrán entrar a la escuela y visitar el salón. Y a lo mejor va a haber diferentes horarios que se ofrecen para evitar un gran grupo de gente, pero los detalles sobre eso todavía se están afinando, entonces esperen para más información sobre eso. Si ustedes tienen los útiles escolares y los gustan traer a la escuela ese día, los pueden traer ese día. Y las maestras los van a estar llamando el viernes o el jueves, así que esperen la llamada de la maestra para que sepan qué maestra le tocó a su estudiante.
And if you don't receive a phone call, or you missed the phone call, please know that if you come for Meet the Teacher, we'll be able to direct you. We'll have people outside with rosters to be able to tell you where and which direction to go. So don't fear, we will be here to support your needs of all of our Thunderbirds.
Si no reciben la llamada de la maestra el jueves, bueno, quiera vengan el lunes a conocer a la maestra porque aquí estaremos con las listas de estudiantes y nosotros los podemos dirigir con la maestra de su hijo o hija. También tengan sus preguntas listas, las preguntas que tengan sobre el inicio de clases, porque ya sea que las maestras cuando les llamen pueden contestar algunas de sus preguntas y si no el lunes, cuando es el día de conocer a la maestra, también nos pueden traer sus preguntas.
Perfect. And now let's talk and let me introduce our amazing PTA president, Mr. Meredith Giles. And I'm going to allow him some time just to talk and to give his spiel of our PTA and how important it is that parents support our PTA. If it wasn't for our amazing PTA and all the work that each and every one of those members do, we would not be where we are with all of the air filters and just materials that have really helped us get through last year and getting and preparing for this year. Meredith, you want to take it away?
Absolutely. And first of all, Miss Navarro and Miss Barrett, a big appreciation pump. I know you guys are all muted, but I want to see those arms up. Appreciation pump, 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 pump. That was fantastic. Thank you guys. I know it's been crazy. And just when you didn't think it could get crazier, it got crazier today. So, but crazy in a good way, I think. I know I'm personally very glad to hear all the things you're saying, and this is definitely pointing us more in the right direction. So as Michelle said, I am Meredith Giles. I am the proud PTA president of Travis Heights Elementary. And so I just want to take a few minutes and kind of tell you guys about what PTA is and what we do and some other kind of things that people think about PTA. So PTA is the parent teacher organization. What we do basically is we help the school fill in the gaps. When we fall short on budget, when we fall short on people, things like that, the PTA really steps in to help fill in the gaps, to help support all the Thunderbirds and make sure that all of our faculty, staff, students, everybody has what they need to be the best Thunderbird they can be. One example that Ms. Navarro pointed out, last year we did provide air filters for all the classrooms. We provided some PPE and other things. You know, we put about $10,000 or $12,000 into that kind of stuff. Already this year, we've invested $15,000 in PBL training for all grade levels for our teachers. You know, these are just resources that the school is not given, but it's stuff that's really needed. And so that's what the PTA does. So if you want to know what can I do, what's the one thing I can do to help the school the most, join the PTA. In addition to those things, PTA also lobbies at a local and state level for our school and for all schools. So that's just one of the other things this organization does. Real quick here, I'm going to hit enter, bam, and you will see there my name, my email address, and then the link to join the PTA. It's only $16 for a family membership, so hopefully we can all afford that. So jump in there. A couple of other things that people often think about PTA, people will say, oh, no, I joined PTA last year. Well, PTA is a one-year membership. You have to rejoin every year. So if you joined when you were in kindergarten, you got to do it again in first. You got to do it again in second. So please take a minute, go join the PTA. We could really use your support. The other thing people say when we approach them to join PTA, oh, I don't really have time to volunteer and all that. Joining the PTA is no obligation in any way, shape, or form to actually do anything. It's just saying that you support your school and your kids by joining the PTA. That said, If you want to come help out, we do have lots of opportunities, maybe less this year than we would have in years past. Last year was a very interesting year, but we do have some positions on our PTA board that are open, things like our historian. We have some chairs of the committees like our advocacy committee, a grounds committee. We need a volunteer coordinator. We lost some people that graduated last year. We've also got several people on PTA that are going into 5th grade this year, so we're going to lose them. So really, parents, if you want to get involved, if you want to know what's going on in your school, PTA is a great way. You know, thanks to Ms. Navarro so much for doing this tonight. But if you were in PTA, you've already heard all this stuff because we talk about this kind of stuff in PTA board and things like that. So if you want the inside scoop, another great reason to join the PTA. But again, I just want to say, you know, thank you to all the faculty and staff. So much good news we heard today. We're really looking forward to this. And if you want to help your Thunderbird and you want to help the school and help Travis Heights be everything it can be, just look there at that link, join the PTA. And if you have any questions about PTA or what you can do, just shoot me an email and I will be glad to respond to you.
Well, we're going to have an amazing school year. We have many more things planned. PTA is working diligently to help and support our staff. I've had several suggestions of how we can help our PTA to support us. And so I have many, many more asks. And so in order to make those my dreams and hopes and wishes come true, I need each and every one of you to support and support PTA. And you can support PTA in many different capacities, by volunteering, by calling, by joining, by donating, by asking family members to donate. Because I will tell you, if it had not been for our PTA this year, we would not have been able to accomplish the level of safety just because of the work that our PTA did. So any way that you can help out, I truly appreciate it. And we will see you soon. Stay safe, take care of your families, and I miss each and every one of our Thunderbirds. All right, have a great evening, guys.
Thank you everyone for joining us.
Thunderbirds United, absolutely.